What's up, guys? We're way over here. It's Brad and Deb. We're very excited to bring you this video. We've literally been working for hours to stake out our new house out here at Piney Grove. It may not look like hours of work, but it was, wasn't it, Deb?
It was actually a ridiculous amount of work. You wouldn't think throwing some posts in the ground would take as long, but it did.
We're standing on our porch, which actually slopes down the hill. The whole house has to move that way, but we don't have 6 hours today to redo these stakes. So we're walking through the front door right now. And what we want to give you in this view is what our view will be like in the house. So the house is oriented in such a way that we can take advantage of the view, but also be able to see those buildings. We'll throw up the plan here as we talk so you can see where we're at in the house, but right now we're standing at the front door. And what we have is total 2,400 square feet as far as 40 by 60, but that is the total footprint of the plan. The house is actually only 2,100 square foot, heated and cooled, and that's because there's a lot of jut outs and stuff, so it's not a perfectly square or rectangular house. But we went back and forth a lot on the square footage, didn't we?
We sure did. We've not built a house before, and this is new for both of us, and so I kind of think bigger's better, and he's more logical, so we met in the middle.
So we're in North Florida. It is hot here. It's currently the fall, and we're sweating. And what we want is as much house as we need, but not too much, because you got to heat and cool it. And more importantly, you got to cool it, because you cool about 10 months out of the year. We're going to walk you through the plan, and we're open to suggestions. We haven't locked this in yet, so definitely tell us if we're making a mistake. We've never built a house before, and we are struggling with the layout, but I think we got it right. All right, Deb, you're walking in the front door, and we'll throw up the plan here as you walk in. Walk in the front door, and where are you at?
I'm in the foyer right now. And if I look to my immediate left, there's a room that will be used as a den, and it will have an open archway that we can see into the den. Well, we won't go into the den yet. We're gonna go straight ahead.
Okay, so now you're coming straight ahead. You're pretty far into the house, and where are you at?
Now I am in the living room, the main living area. So this will be the biggest room in the house, because this is where we'll spend most of our time.
And there, imagine a wall here, so everything that way is bedroom, and everything this way is living room and kitchen.
Right, if I go straight, I will continue through the living room. If I come to the back of the house, I will then transition onto a covered porch.
So right now, she is outside of the house. The porch is gonna be like a cove type of thing, and it's not gonna have anything here. It's not gonna be a screened-in porch, it's not gonna be a sunroom, it's just gonna be a porch that will have, cover so that we can let the dog out, but we're not looking to live on the porch.
You'll see from the plans that the back area is the only part that's open.
So we don't plan on spending a lot of time on the back porch. We mainly want the house front oriented, because that's where all the action's gonna be. All right, as we come out of this den and come into the great room, we want the kitchen to be separate from the great room. And Deb and I went back and forth on this. I do not personally like an open concept. I don't like that warehouse feel. So I wanted the kitchen to be kind of offset and have a different ceiling line than the great room. So imagine the kitchen is kind of, 8-foot ceilings, maybe 9-foot ceilings, then the great room will be taller. And that way it's not that open concept. And we went back and forth on that.
It still is an open concept, but instead of having it all open, there'll be a very, very large archway. And like you said, the ceiling will be lower, so it won't feel as open with the different ceiling lines.
Again, talking about view, this will be our breakfast nook. And we don't have a formal dining room. We do in our current house, and we never use it. Twice a year, right?
Yeah, Christmas and Easter.
Christmas, Easter, maybe Thanksgiving,
yep.
Depending. So our idea is we eat every day in our eating kitchen in our current house. So this area right here is where we'll eat, and it's right off of the kitchen. And this area will allow us to have a view that way, which is my mega shed, which is where my tractor is. So that view is very important to me. But more important to other people would be the view of the pasture. We'll have double windows here and double windows there, and this is where we will eat. So in the view of the camera, this stake right here is the corner of the kitchen. It's 17 foot from that stake to Deb, and it's 12 foot wide. So it's 17 by 12.
17 by 12 does not count the breakfast nook area. So I think we're guesstimating this will be the corner of the fridge. And we went back and forth on this too. We've never designed a kitchen. And this is kind of a linear kitchen design, but it's what works with the footprint of the house. So there'll be a refrigerator here, There'll be a counter, and then we're guessing about here will be a window. Brad's a window, and a sink. So I can watch him in his shed in case he does something he shouldn't be while I'm doing dishes.
So that's where we were agonizing, really, was this portion of the kitchen. The stove, the dishwasher, the sink, the refrigerator. We were worried about counter space. And in our current house, we have like a U-shaped kitchen, so we have tons of counter space, and we also have tons of upper cabinets. So how did we solve the fact that this is an L-shaped counter and we lost counter space? How did we gain that back?
Well, we gained that back through another compromise, because Mr. I don't really like islands has agreed to let me have an island.
So the way our kitchen was before, like I said, it was U-shaped, so it was the exact same as this kitchen, which will be an L. I'm walking down the L-shaped, and then we had a return across here between our kitchen and the breakfast nook. So we're not going to lose counter space, and we're not going to lose cabinetry, because now we'll have the cabinets underneath the island, and then there's the archway to the great room. We took a plan that's available, a public plan, and then we took a custom house and we married that kitchen to the custom house plan and then altered it a little bit. And I think we've come up with a kitchen that's functional, that makes sense, but it's really hard to figure that stuff out when you're doing what we're doing now, which is painting some lines on the ground and sticking some stakes in.
So if I continue to walk out of the kitchen, walk-in pantry, which I'm very excited about, and then to my left would be a half bath. So I've got a walk-in pantry to my right and a half bath to my left. And if I continue to walk, to my left will be a laundry room with a pocket door, and then to my right will be a mudroom.
So the idea is the garage will be separate from the house. There'll be a sidewalk to come from the garage to the mudroom, which is here somewhere, the door, and then you'll come in the mudroom and there'll be a bench where you can take off your shoes and leave all that here before you go into the house.
Exactly, exactly. Right now we come in through our garage predominantly, which is kind of the same layout, but we come in through our garage, kick our shoes and stuff off in the garage, and come into the house to keep everything clean.
Yeah, and that's another thing, to keep costs down, rather than having an attached garage on the house and paying basically the same square footage to build a garage as to build your house, we've elected to go with a metal building that's separate from the house, and like I said, it'll have a sidewalk. The prices nowadays, it used to be $100 a square foot was what you could expect to build a house for. Now it's $150 or better, and $150 doesn't get you a mansion. $150 gets you a little bit better than a basic house anymore. So we don't want to be spending that amount per square footage on a garage. Okay, taking you back to the front door and talk about the other half of the house. What we got going on, Deb?
Well, again, coming through the front door, we will have a coat closet here. And again, Brad's standing will be the great room. And so if I come this way, I take a right, and I can't remember.
She's lost in her new house already.
I'm lost in my new house because we ran out of paint. So
she's not kidding. We ran out of marker paint on the ground to paint Dorothy's sidewalk or whatever. But when we come in, there'll be a hallway here, and there'll be one bedroom that faces the front. And then at the end of that hallway will be the second bedroom. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. Right. And here's where, again, we were at a decision point. This bedroom right here will have the best view other than the great room and the breakfast nook. And this is where I wanted our master bedroom for that great view out there, rather than a spare bedroom, because we're empty nesters. So it's just mainly the two of us that are going to be in this house. So why did you not want the master bedroom up front here to enjoy this great view?
We do not hang out in our bedroom at all, ever. We sleep in our bedroom. That is it. We do... Sorry.
She just said we do nothing else in our bedroom but sleep. What's wrong, babe?
Let me keep digging my hole.
Oh my.
We wouldn't be hanging out in the bedroom looking at the view. So I think in the event that we do want to turn one of these bedrooms into an edit suite or something else, then we have the view. And the master bedroom in the back will be better to have it in the back of the house. It'll be more quiet. It won't get as much light. And that's, again, where we spend the least amount of our time. So, yep, master bedroom in the back of the house.
All right, so we're done with this bedroom.
Yep.
What's
Come
here?
out into a little hallway. And immediately next to the hallway is a full bath.
This is the guest bath, so to speak. You can see the layout above. So that'll be simple. There'll be nothing special going on there. We're not thermally compatible. And what I mean by that is she likes it really, really cold when she sleeps, and she likes a lot of covers. And I like to save money and energy and not make the house 70 degrees. So
73.
So this house will be well insulated, but this house would this bedroom will likely have its own mini split or something, so we can really super chill this area and not have to bring down the temperature on the rest of the house. But other than kind of dark back of the house,
quiet.
You know, more quiet, right? Because what else did you have for master bedroom?
Well, I like that it's in the back of the house, that it's quiet, and I like that it's also separate from the great room. Just say we have company, right? Say the grandkids are over and they're going to watch TV. Well, it's just more quiet in the back of the house. So.
Yeah, our current house, our master bedroom, actually the door opens to the living room. Mm-hmm. So in this one, the door will not open to the living room, it'll open to this hallway. So those are some considerations when we designed it. Now we come to the master bathroom, and you had a couple things you really wanted on that. So I'll let you talk about that.
We have a nice master bathroom now, and it's got a stand-up shower with glass doors. And if you have never had a shower with glass doors, it's awful to keep clean. At least it is for us. We have hard water, so it's hard to keep clean, it's hard to keep them clear, and I don't want any glass on the shower. So we asked our drafter to draft a large walk-in shower that will not have to have any type of glass.
Now, I talked to the builder and showed him the space that's allocated, and he looked at it and he said he thinks he can do that, a doorless shower or whatever it's called. He said a non-enclosed shower is a cold shower. So while we're gonna maybe be glassless so that Deb doesn't have as much to clean, I'm gonna be cold every time I shower. But that's what you do, right? As husbands, you help your wife out and you take cold showers, I guess. Other than the shower, you had a requirement for your tub.
I want a standalone tub. I want a big soaker tub, standalone. I don't want a regular fiberglass built into the wall tub. I want a pretty standalone tub.
And so that tub will go somewhere in this area, and the window will be here as well. So she'll have a view of the backyard, I guess, while she's tubbing. All right, then double vanity, and that pretty much is gonna wrap up the master bath, right?
Yep.
All right, that covers our house plan. I did want to talk about this porch for just a second more. So this porch is 12 by 14. The idea is the dogs can come onto this porch, and if we have to clean them off, we can do that here, and we're not in the elements. But we were just talking a few minutes ago when we put in these stakes is that we'll probably pour a patio out here, and that's where like a barbecue grill and stuff will be, and also we'll have some sort of water spigot again to clean off the dogs. And this is all part of the Piney Grove experience. I really feel that I'm gonna be doing all my barbecuing and hanging out over underneath the mega shed, and I'll come over here once in a while to hang out with Deb. Sounds like a great idea, right? What do you think about that idea, Deb?
I said, we'll stay married forever.
I think she said the less time that I spend with her means we'll have a better marriage. That's actually probably true, right? We're gonna close this video with showing you how the house is up on a hill a little bit. Here's the driveway as you come up into Piney Grove, and I'm gonna try and show you that the house is up, like at my eye level is where Deb's feet are. So Deb, you're standing on what will be the front porch. Now keep in mind, we put the stakes in the house too close this way. We've got to push it back 10 or 12 feet. But that's your porch that you wanted, your covered porch. What do you think you're gonna do on that covered porch, Deb?
I'm gonna sit on my covered porch, and I'm gonna watch my critters, and I'm gonna watch my pond that by that time will be fixed, and I'm gonna watch my dogs run in the pasture. The front porch also catches a great breeze, so I think it's just gonna be a great place to sit, have a glass of lemonade or tea or a cup of coffee, and just enjoy nature. Okay, that'll do it. So we're excited to share our house plan with you. We're excited to bring you along with our journey. So until the next one, y'all take care.
Take care, guys.